Let's start right there with shortstops. I'm even looking at the numbers here. I'm always on baseballreference.com. Yeah. There's 10 shortstops with real offensive numbers. 10. There used to be 1, Tulo, maybe Jose Reyes. Now there's 10 out there. Is the best of the bunch Xander Bogaerts?
It might be. I mean, I think everybody's inclination is to say that it's Correa. And I think going into the season, everybody felt that way. But Bogaerts is becoming that kind of a star. And right now, he could be the MVP of the American League. So if you were to ask me today, I would probably lean Bogaerts. Correa, obviously, is the guy I'm thinking about. Seager, awfully good. And then there's that whole long list. Diaz, Story. I mean, this is really the age of the shortstop. We had the A-Rod, Nomar, Jeter. That was pretty good. But now we got about 10 guys.
Right now, Bogaerts is a Baseball Reference Wars 3.7. That's tied with Manny Machado, who's currently actually playing shortstop for #1. But even his slash line, 351 batting average. I went batting average. 401 on base, 510 slugging. Those are marvelous numbers.
Yeah, I have no doubt he has been the most valuable shortstop in baseball this year. But you mentioned the batting average is high. You know, he's a good contact hitter. He's always had high batting average on balls in play, but it is a little bit inflated this year. His line drive rate, his hard hit ball rate, kind of in the same spot. Feels like the Red Sox lineup this year is a really good place to be hitting with, you know, Betts and Pedroia in front of him, and Ortiz behind him. A lot of runners on base, helps you get hits. I'm still taking Manny Machado. I know he's new to shortstop. I know we don't know a ton about, you know, how the defense is going to play there, but he was the best defensive third baseman in the game, I think. It seems like it will profile well at short. He always had a great reputation coming up. This guy, I think, already has 2 6-7 win seasons under his belt. He's the same age as Bogaerts.
Right, and he's slugging 600.
I just wasn't counting him.
Well, sure,
I still think of him as a third baseman.
True, and he might go back there. But Lindor and Seager are 22 years old. Yeah. I mean, we haven't even mentioned them. So where do they fit in?
Well, one scout told me that prospect's another word for ain't done, and I can't say that word. So the fact is, Lindor's going to be great, and Correa's going to be great. Like, Seager for sure is going to be great, but Bogaerts is just, he's playing so well in front of everyone every night. You love batting average more than anyone in show business. And he's leading the American League and National League.
He's #1? I don't know that.
He is #1 in both leagues.
Well, 350, within the on base, if you have a high batting average, I like the high batting average. It's better than a walk.
Yeah, and I think,
I'll take that.
I think there's a lot of guys on base in Boston, so he's gonna compile all year long a lot of really good numbers, and that he is. He could win the MVP.
And when he's, well, that's another subject entirely. That's up to the electorate and what they
now
think.
look what you've done.
You just stopped me
we
dead.
do a very good job with that.
I'm glad you think that. Are you saying that the regression might happen here? Are you saying you're not believing?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to. I mean, look, I think he's a great player, and I think he'll continue being a great player. I don't think he's going to hit 350 all year. Very, very few guys do that. And I've upset the batting stats guy.
Jerk.
You're the expert, right? So maybe you. Maybe he has a perfect swing. I don't know.
He's a skinny Manny. He does the one arm all the way through.
Does he do that? I didn't realize. See, even last year, I remember doing this for Top 10 right now. Even though he didn't have like a spectacular season the way he's having, 196 hits. You've got to be in the order a lot. 355 on base. All these really nice things. Even at 35 doubles. All these like really nice things that he's doing. I don't know. I wonder what we'll say in 5 years about Correa, Lindor, Bogaerts.
I think
wonder
most people would still bet on Correa, and certainly Seager has his fans, and Lindor is the best defender of the group. So there's reason to pick any of these 4 guys. But I mean, Bogaerts didn't just come out of nowhere. He had 320 last year. It's pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, we're there.
And by the way, Brad Miller's numbers aren't that different than Correa. So Correa, it's a rookie of the year, and everyone look at Correa. But there are some guys that are pretty even with him in certain types of numbers that you don't think of as equal.